Where does this actually leave the pickup? So is it going to be Matu win range of one roll? Because Mind Control Broodmother. I can't. Lycan is 3 and 9 so far. So not as bad as I thought it was. He's picked up a couple of wins since I last looked at the stat, but still, he's not looking so great. But yeah, it's
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, into the game we go. Now, TP out straight away there from Hansken on this Undying. He wants to scout this out. He's actually only got an observer board, no other items for himself. So I'll send the rest out in the courier. But Era over on the Spectre, Mango straight up, Limp Quap towards middle lane, and they're actually moving Silkid with the Spectre up the top. So I guess they're looking for this Broodmother counter. Put the axe down the bottom lane. Now, Liquid, they can play a little bit of mind games here and actually try and scoot the Broodmother around a bit. But that Observer Ward down to bot means that there's going to be no shenanigans like Sexy Bambo used to pull off. You know, run down to bot, place a web, then switch lanes and things like that to try and bait out the movement.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Can they see the rest? They see everything, so they know Axe is down the bottom lane, and you're right, Mind Control starts skittering himself up the top. But bounties, like we often see, is going to be one apiece. Razor gets one down the bot, nearly contested there, or it was contested, but nearly picked up by the Axe down the bottom lane. And look at this, aggro tri lane. What on earth is going on? Spectre and an aggro tri. And I guess with Dagger, you know, you've got Desolate, you've got a decent amount of damage, but it's something that you don't usually see. They're TPing. Axe is TPing top. He's got himself sentries and dust. He's been given so much pooled, a bunch of reveal, but now we might actually see Liquid switch things up again. They don't have to rotate that many heroes. They're actually moving Jirax already towards the middle lane. Hansken. Nice shots there with a static link, and Hansken's going to take a pounding here. Is he going to actually die? Jirax got the perfect block off, and he's gone. The decay comes out to give him a little bit of strength. Fata, oh, he's going to deal with Limp, but Limp blinks back, gets himself back to safety. But look at the trade-off. Fata doesn't have a, oh, he does have a salve actually, so he'll heal himself back up. Hansken, he's going to have to do the same. Yeah. Well, he tried to deal with it the best he could, but this lane is just going to keep changing and changing. Arrow down to bottom lane. Mind Control has now moved down here as well, but this little battle off to the side, Kuroki against Sealkid. Sealkid's going to come out the worst there. Kuroki, decent amount of damage onto that little old witch doctor. But Hansken the Undying, we were mentioning in the draft, this is a hero that likes to snowball, needs to get things done early on, and wants to, you know, set up for kills. It's not the regular setup hero. You want to, you know, obviously take their strength and make it easier for people to kill off. But he doesn't give you that opening. He doesn't have a stun or a slow or anything like that. There's actually Matu taking a chunk of damage here from Jonas, but he salves up in from the back. Look at this though, Jirax, he's getting ready for this. Jonas, you gotta be careful. They've got sentries, they've got reveal down here, no dust though. Mind control out of his webs, and Kuroki's still being chased. The spiralings are there to slow down Hanskin, get a little bit of chip damage in. But where's the sentry? Oh, the sentry's out of range. Oh no, sorry, that's a Radiant Observer Ward anyway. But do we have any sentries actually here for the Dire? There's nothing, so they can't deward this, and mind control. Do you consider just oh, Jonas up the top actually, the snowball's gonna be there and he gets the first blood with a tusk. Looks like Jonas went in a little bit too hard.
Oh, did that hurt?
Do you keep switching as Liquid? Because you know that you're only going to be switching 1 or 2 heroes, whereas NiP have to switch 3. Oh, we've seen Era come back from tough situations, but there's that one build that comes to mind. Oh god, the damage! The Spiderling bomb! Holy crap! Well, they found Hanskin though. The sentry's there and the cask bounces. But from what, 600 HP basically down to 250. That's some serious damage. And Kuroki's gone for 2 points up in Shadow Wave, so he's holding onto that Grave or Poison Touch skill just in case he needs it over on Mind Control. Well, they're coming in again with another sentry. 2-man decay. Hanskin, level 2 Soul Rip, and I've been loving this build actually, but I'm not sure they're going to find a kill. Mind Control just turns the fight with a bomb. They don't throw out the wave just yet. Mind Control in a little bit of trouble. Oh, the decay's there and the bounce back. Spectre gets the kill with an invisible dagger that I didn't actually see. Yeah. Yeah, and Broodmother's a hero that, you know, we've heard from a lot of people that play it, and I know a lot of the CIS guys have been coached by a certain sort of Broodmother savant, but, you know, yeah, they're all saying that it doesn't matter if you die a couple of times, as long as you get to like level 5, you get your phase boots or your orchid or whatever, you know, you build up into your items. Once you start taking control of the enemy jungle, that's where things really kick in, because you can pressure tier 1, you can take enemy jungle, you limit the farm of your opponent team. But I'm looking at this Undying, and he's gone for this build that I absolutely love recently. Skipping over the Tombstone and going into the 2 points of Soul Rip. With all the Spiderlings around, he can actually do a ton of single target focus damage onto someone. That level 2 Soul Rip is a lot of damage output.
For you.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way we've seen it before. Now, the observer ward you pointed out that Kuroki placed very early on, which just expires as we talk about it. Hang on a second. Era. A little bit of trouble there. Soul Rip, heal him back up to full. But it actually spots out the observer ward placed by Limp. So Liquid, they're going to know exactly what's going on. They know there's an observer ward there. They can T-ward that pretty quickly. Up at top, Matu. Shackles out, doesn't latch, but Jonas is starting to bully this lane a little bit with the point in battle hunger and just running down the Wind Ranger. He's actually doing a decent amount, but Jirax is coming in from the side, and this might be Jonas's death. He's down to half HP. Matu does have a level 3 power shot as well, and this should be Axe, unless he's very, very lucky. What? No! Is he? Wait. Is he stuck in there? They can see him. They can see him. He's gone. Just a couple more hits in there. Good snowball across from Jirax. We'll finish that one off. Down to bot lane though. Hanskin taking a chunk of damage, but not going to get finished off just yet. Era chased away from the creep wave as Kuroki has a shadow wave. I don't go in just here. But it's kind of weird for me that the Broodmother, Liquid in general, they're not buying sentries. They're not worried about the sentries from NiP because they know one or two deaths here or there is going to be fine. Oh, look at what? Era's dead. The web's forward, mind control, he's going to spawn Spiderlings, and that's it. Spectre's gone again. Laning phase, an absolute disaster for Era as mind control and Kuroki. Firm grasp on this lane. Oh God. Maybe? Oh, I guess the kill. That was tight. That was very, very tight. Yeah, you get in there. You get in there. Now, Matsumba Man, I'm guessing you got the pretty regular build, like phase boots into Aghanim Scepter. I'm not sure if you want to go for a blink early on. They've got lots of early aggressive potential, but this is the hero that you want to be your one role. You want to be farming. You want to build up into a pretty hefty carry. But blink against Quap against Spectre, getting that initial catch is gonna be pretty potent. Now again, Liquid, they swap lanes. And it doesn't cost them that much. They move like one hero here, one hero there, while NiP, they've got to move 3 heroes top to try and deal with the Broodmother, and they're going to run in, maybe find mind control. They've got a sentry down, the call's not there though, and he will get himself across his webs, but now they found him. In comes Jirax and Kuroki though, and they want a piece of this action. Mind control, oh, the snowball across onto Era, and Era's gone. Steel Kid, they'll kill him off as well, but Jonas does get the kill onto the Broodmother just before he dies. Sparta's here though, and that should be a simple takedown. Wait, where is? Oh, what? He's actually gone into this. Sparta.
He tried to say like that was a guaranteed death situation, and I guess they maybe thought Limp was gonna come too, but Limp is in no condition to come and assist this gank, especially when Fada got a haste rune, I believe. So again, a total loss for NiP, and I think they're slowly losing their place in this game already. I hate to say it, it's only 9 minutes in, but Broodmother is just one of these heroes, Durga, honestly. There's a lot of these picks in Dota right now where they're just multiple units, multiple targets, and I think Secret abused Meepo the most and gave that good demonstration at MLG. You need to pick multiple heroes to counter this hero right now. Or at the very least, you need to pick a hero that can just sit in the lane, and when he switches lanes, you need to have him not worry about. Like when Axe doesn't get the Broodmother matchup, Axe is a useless hero. He got way over nerfed. He's not good against Windrunner, and the result is that he died twice in the lane, and now his game is shut down for the most part. And then you have Spectre, which is again very dependent on the resource focusing. And Matuma Man dies at the bottom lane. They're gonna try to go on Crow, but he's under the tower. And again, it's like a lot of heroes that they always have to invest to do anything.
4-man rotation down to kill off the Wind Ranger. While up at top, tier 1 drops. Axe is up here. And this is the point in the game where I'm looking at the Axe and thinking, okay, he needs his Blink Dagger. Where does he find it? He can farm the side lanes, maybe a little bit, but he's not going to farm efficiently or very quickly at Kuroki. You're way too far up here, my friends. Stunned. That should be his death. He can grave, keep himself alive a little bit longer. There's not going to be any TP reaction coming in though, and Dazzle is trying to do as much damage back as he can. But this is where Liquid very often take full control of the enemy jungle. And with a Broodmother, like, okay, she's top, she's moving mid and around here. But with the other 4 heroes, you can definitely get in there. I'm just waiting for an observer wall to be placed relatively deep, sort of in this area here to watch out for where Axe or even the Spectre's farming.
That was very cocky movement by Kuro, and Matuma Man's doing it again too. He knows he can't die because he has Windrun, and actually Seal Kid might die here. Uh-oh. Is he gonna win for him? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Focus fire, run forward. And now there's a shackle shot in 4 seconds. Broodmother wants in. They want in on this one. The TP is not coming out from NiP. Forcing them back, but Liquid right here, right now. This is it. Tier 1 bot, enemy jungle. They want to take full control. Era's shackled up, and Hanskin taking a chunk of damage. He's got the soul rip back onto Era, but it's not going to be enough. They've got the damage, and they've got the Tier 1 limp. Oh, does he have a blink? He does, but he's punched. Can't jump away. And Hanskin, he's left. And he's dead. It's just easy takedowns left and right from Liquid.
Yeah. Again, a smooth rollover at the bottom tower. Again, following with 3 kills, and Era didn't even get an opportunity to haunt. I think he had no mana for both haunt as well as dagger. I'm not too sure. But again, it's a haunt, like with all this presence with Broodmother, Spiderlings around, it's not going to desolate or do any damage. So I'm okay with them saving it there. Again, where does he farm? Where's his follow-up? Between these 2 melee cores in the Axe and the Spectre, where is their place in the game from here on out against the aggression coming out of Liquid?
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Not sure. Treads over on the Spectre, Orb Venom, but nothing big. Now, Ninjas in Pyjamas, they were picking out when the sort of cycle came through, when the movement went through the Radiant jungle, they were picking out that ward spot, you know, somewhere in this area from Liquid, and I think that's a good shout. That's what I was looking for, but Kuroki, thinking 1 step ahead, or I don't know, 1 step behind, something like that, actually wards further to the north. So it's not going to get counted out, maybe wastes a couple of sentries out from NiP, but they still get a very similar amount of intel.
It's hard for NiP regardless, because even if they try to ward that, they realize that they have to ward the Broodmother as well. And when they drop sentries for the Broodmother, again, no catch until the Axe gets blink, and even then it's going to be hard. Speaking of Axe, he just took a huge chunk of damage. It looks like a bait, and I think Matuma Man does realize it. So Liquid, I think, are just going to push bottom in the meantime, where they see the 2 heroes locked up by the shards.
Oh,
and here it is.
He sees them coming in, Spectre Haunt, but Matu is miles away. He's got a shackle shot to throw out onto Limp if he needs to, but again, 4 heroes up the top, the TPs are coming in, they've got the plasma field there, Era TPs, there's not a stun just yet, the shackle will fly back to the fountain. So, NiP get themselves out, but down the bottom lane, Jonas and Silkit, they're dead to Spiderlings, and Jerax doesn't get the punch out just yet. Maybe a Culling Blade will finish him off, and it will. Jonas gets the kill, but he's going to lose his own life in return. There's the Urn, and Mind Control chasing him down. We'll secure that. And now the Broodmother, 2,300 gold with the face
all of a
boots
sudden, right?
Yep.
And Jonas and Fan does finish his Blink Dagger finally, which is good news for NiP, because they really need some plays to happen by the playmakers between the Quap as well as the Axe. But I'm wondering about an interaction. Can you turn on autocast on your Walrus Punch while your Berserker called, and then try to, because he was like mid animation for the Walrus Punch, and then he got called. And I guess what happened was, because it wasn't autocast, I feel like if it was autocast before he called him, he might have just been lifted into the air, and I don't think Jerax would have died.
I'm not sure. That's an interesting one, huh?
Yeah, because I think what call does is it mutes as well as silences, or rather it mutes, which is the silence to your spells, so you can't edit it. Kind of like Doom. But I'm pretty sure if he auto-casted that Walrus Punch instead of casting it, then it would have gone through, and Jonas and Van might have died before he got the kill. So a small interaction change there. Yeah,
you can use like Searing Arrows and Poison Attack from Clinks and Viper and things like, oh god.
Yeah,
okay.
he's just dead.
Yeah, that's just too easy.
What do you do, Dirk? I don't know. I have no idea what you do at this point against this. The Axe has to literally sit behind the Spectre the whole time, and that means they're just going to get starved on all the other sides of the map. Kuroki's just going to spam his Shadow Wave to push in lanes. Axe is up here to try and look for a kill, but that's not happening. And Matuma Man, he's not the fastest flash farmer in the game, Wind Ranger, but he's still going to get his farm by going to a lane, because nobody can shove him out with the Wind Run.
Limp. Oh no, Shackle. Doesn't latch. Matuma Man still wants to chase a little bit here. This Razor is invis and just charging him down with Eye of the Storm, but he's actually going to be walking into a couple of heroes behind. Limp. It's time to blink away, man.
You should be watching your hero button. Oh my gosh.
How?
Oh my goodness, that just happened.
So he was not looking at his hero, right? He was paying attention elsewhere.
That
should not happen. Well, Jerax, he finds Jonas, and this Axe is in a little bit of trouble. Berserker's Call is ready, but you can't get it off. Hanskin shackled as well to cancel the TP, and Team Liquid, they're just running rampant here. 6 to 18, 15.5 minutes in. Full control of enemy jungle, bot lane tier 3 is being pushed, Era nowhere to farm, and NiP, the good laning stage, the good early team fights that they needed, just never came to fruition. You know, Fata's got his Yasha, he's got S and Y coming, right? Yeah, Sandra's on the courier. So he's pretty stacked up. 8,300 net worth, the mid-raiser, while you look at the Aghanim Scepter's nearly done on the Wind Ranger as well.
Radiant's middle tower
Sorry,
is under attack.
I'm still shocked by that one.
Yeah.
Wow. That was insane.
It's just,
But,
I mean, they even had Observer Ward here, watching him come across, so, like,
yeah.
nothing,
I don't know.
nothing
I
was seen.
can-
Era's dead, again.
Yeah, he's dead. There's too much nukage, and of course he has no farm because he's rushing the Radiance. His item build, of course, like you can't really change the item build on Spectre. You pick the hero for the Radiant, so if he doesn't get it, it's over. And Jonas and Van just missed his call, so he might just end up dying for it as well.
Yep, shards are good. Hanskin drops to like a third of his HP with a Death Ward down. I'll do a decent amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough to really irritate Liquid enough to force them back. With a Sonic Wave, Fata, he's dropping low, but they've got enough sustain, Magic Stick charges, and Arcane Boots and things like that to keep themselves okay. Even with the urn thrown out by Jirax, he's got a ton of charges saved up as well. The weird thing is, Kuroki, oh god, what?
Yep, they just bursted him from the high ground. He was walking into fog, thinking that they all backed, but then they were kind of doing like a fake back thing, just abused them completely. Yep, this is this is looking pretty bad for NiP at this point. They couldn't get their stuff game together early game. Honestly, I feel like it really is on the draft this game. I don't think they have too many options if they start swapping lanes. And there's the call with the smoke, doesn't catch, and Jonas and Fan will go down surely.
Yep, damage output's just too great here from Liquid. Tombstone dies in like a couple of hits, and it's gone. I mean, what level is it? Level 1 Tombstone. That's it. Shackle Shot goes for 2. The Witch Doctor and then undying.
Yeah, you're right. He actually opted to get 2 points in DK and 3 rip as well. That is not something I feel is efficient or effective, but you know, I don't know. Like skill points and stuff don't really matter this game. I really think the draft is just way too against their favor. I think I mentioned this with you in the cast when we were watching NiP's games before, but I feel like they stick to their like orthodox / traditional style too much. And I think I was harping a lot on the Legion Commander pick back in the day when it did happen.